Alright, it's gonna get heated in here. I am straight out of excuses, straight out of good mood. I am straight out pissed off. And let me tell you something, buddy. I'm not sure what your name is, who you are, or whatever. In fact, I really don't care. But let me tell you something, buddy. The fact that you're making me do this, go live, and have people watch me look pissed off and rant, I got news for you, buddy. It's bullshit. The fact that you're going to take people's accounts, threaten people, use their information, slander people, and use racist gestures, and use pictures that are absolutely vile, just for a simple fact of you can have the ability to, you don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care who you are, what you do, or whatever. You're a scumbag. You're an absolute scumbag. And anyone that sees Mad Blunts on Wattpad, report him for harassment and everything else. Because that's bullshit, buddy. That is absolute bullshit. The fact that a follower of mine who's got twins at home and a wife has to take time out of his day to tell me about a hacker, which, by the way, for the guys joining in, there's a guy with the account Mad Blunts, MADBLUNTZ, and he's going around harassing people on Wattpad saying, give me your password or I'm going to do harm. And there's been multiple reports. I've reported him. I've done a few things. And let me tell you something, buddy. If you ever watch this, well, the Real Devil is here. You're talking to Really Demolish, okay? Because when I get pissed off, I tend to, sono imparato qui, no good, no good, no good. Translation, well, you're screwed up, you're an asshole, and let me tell you something. The last time I reported a guy, it was because that he was going to underage girls, asking for explicit photos, and let me tell you something. He was shut down by morning. So, best of luck to you because, well, I'm pretty sure somebody could find your IP address and continue to tell you that you're a piece of garbage, but also to spread in, nudity and everything else, stealing information. I got news for you, buddy. If you actually stumble across this, there's a good chance that you actually may end up going to jail. Because, well, it's not like what used to be. It's different if you accounts get hacked, you get a new one, you get information back, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, they don't take that lightly anymore simply because assholes like you do too much of it. 3 minutes down, and wow, I am less hot, that's for sure. So, anyways, guys, it's Sunday. I've been writing, chillaxing. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to work. How's everyone doing today? Let me all know. There's 8 people in here. It's been a while since I've had 8 people in the video right now, so how's everyone doing? And excuse me for blowing my top over here. I'm going to sit down for a moment. Damn. Neptune, outside of this guy who's a piece of garbage, I'm doing well. Just logging into my laptop right now. Recommendation on a manga, I've been reading Eden Zero again, and I'm actually going to be buying myself a hard copy soon. Doing a project with a home... Is it that good friend of yours, Juan? That female friend of yours? Wink, wink. Jeez, the amount of tea I actually need to tell this guy that he's screwed. Got this one for you, buddy, so, yeah. Aw, Juan, you didn't tell me you're running for Harem King. Apparently you could get the Eden Zero manga from the Walmart website for It's like 10, $11 a piece per issue. Well, Neptune, there's this guy called Mad Blunts, and he's been hacking accounts. And it just sucks because he hacked another account. He put this explicit image over there, and then he starts, he sends a notification to all the person's followers using all these racial slurs. So let's see. If anyone sees this name on Wattpad, report him. Don't care how many times you do it. I've already messaged them, send them an email, and going from there. And last time I reported somebody, they got shut down by morning because they were doing awful stuff. The reason I do stuff like this is because no one else deserves to get any of this slander, this criticism, and really, it's just the person. It was another follower, and what happened is this guy was going around and asking these teenage girls for naked pictures, and I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Especially to women. Come on. So I went to Wattpad along with my apprentices, and he got shut down by Morden. Which, you honestly think I care? Absolutely not. Because if you're filth and if you're scum, you deserve that kind of treatment. Let's see. Just to let everybody know. Whoa, whoa. I can't show that image. These guys are it. And you're right, Nap. It's absolutely awful. The fact that you hack somebody's account just to post all this racial garbage is beyond me. It's just really, really awful. Truly it is. Let's see. I wonder if this person's story is actually... Don't tell me this person's story got affected. That'd be terrible. Let's see. No, story's intact, thank God. Except, I mean, it just sucks because, I mean, this person's account, could probably just be, shut down because it's been contaminated and such. Not sure if that person's going to get their account back. Makes me think, man. And it's funny, too, because, I mean, I try to clean the air. I don't tolerate any stupid behavior when I do any of this simply because of, well, everyone should be comfortable to express themselves as long as there's no hatred involved. This is actually a different guy. That guy was, he was asking for explicit pictures, and he got put in, well, if it was overnight, about 12 hours or less, he was gone. I've heard of these things, and it's funny because as I continue this stuff, oh, absolutely, absolutely. But this is just terrible. It is absolutely awful. Just makes you think of what you think about what you have. And I remember starting out just like a little tiny seed. And eventually it grew a little bit of a crowd, and it just kind of like, okay, a story or two, something a little different. And then eventually it grew into this thing where it's a daily part of my everyday life. It's a regular routine like me, getting dressed in the morning and, going to work. It's literally like, grabbing a glass of water. This is literally a routine of mine. And I know that I'm just an amateur right now, and I have no idea who is going to get in my way. There's already been a few. I've told a lot of them to kick rocks. I try. People say, why am I in my room doing what I'm doing? Damn, Nep. Well, hey, say happy birthday to the lady for me. But really, people wonder why I'm quiet or why I try to keep to myself, and it's really because I'm in here, and there are some originals I want to go back and perfect and take my time with it. And there's sometimes I don't think I'm ready because I want to be able to continue to learn how to write before I release any of my work. And I want somebody to actually take me seriously again. And I have this big confidence that was taken away from me my last year at school. And that's what really drove me down. And sure enough, months later, I was told to start writing again, and it's just turned into this, and I'm grateful. 2 years plus and still going strong. It's this is my life. And the fact that some people who I could relate to are doing this just want to screw around, I'm not down for that at all. Just no way. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, Revel's gonna be a good one, man. Let's see. I'm gonna type this as I'm going live. Hey, Alex, man. Thank you so much. I reported him along with some of my followers and friends. And I'm saying this out loud during my stream. Take it easy, man. Signed, AJ. Send it. I need myself dual-wielded cast iron skillets. Because, woo! Damn. Let's see. As far as thought process and how it's work, I think it's, again, I've been playing LA Noire, and the one thing that I actually figured out about this was it comes down to a power thing. As in, even though the person's, have been weak or isn't breathing, it's, wants to overpower the victim and show the person that they're intimidating. Now, am I saying that these people are going to be mass murderers? No. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of people that just want to do things just because they can. It's awful. It's like, hey, let's see if we could mess with somebody. Doesn't matter who. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this. There's car thefts that go on in my area. Do they care if that person's got a family? No. They think of, hey, it's a car I like, or if a car that's unlocked. I don't care if this is illegal or not. Guess what? I'm going to do this because I can. And, well, a lot of them don't show any remorse unless they actually get into severe trouble with the law. I know a lot of people that have pushed the envelope until it got too far. It's different if you taunt somebody. It's different if you violate somebody. And that's one thing I can't stand for. You're right. That's one thing I thought of is the IP address for this guy. I'm pretty sure if they wanted to, they could get around to it. Will they? I honestly think they will. Especially with WattCon coming up, which it is next weekend. I will not be in attendance simply because I'm cutting back on a lot at the moment, money wise. But one thing that's actually great about writing is don't need a budget for it. Doesn't cost a mass amount of money or anything else. Let's see. Notifications, what do we got? Ah, man. Hey, Dragunis, if you ever watch this, man, you're hilarious. Keep doing your thing. One is drawn for a crowd attempting to be harem king. What a world. Ah, I gotta see that when you're done, man. And you know what's actually really funny is an apprentice of mine actually said you like Nashi too much because I actually picked this one up for $1 at a church. I actually am a little bit hot in here simply because, ranting. Well, Nip, I can tell you this. I have procrastination myself. They say it comes along with the territory of CAPD and ADHD, which I am believed to have both. So as far as that aspect goes, I get it. Now, sometimes I do put in the oh, Malcolm, my man. If you're watching this as well, sorry to get off topic. If you're watching this as well, Malcolm, thank you again because this is the second time that you have helped, saved a lot of people. Guys, give a hand for Malcolm. I'm not sure if you'll ever see this, but he's the man. To finish what I was saying, Neptune, is sometimes I'll be at work and I got like something in mind and I'll write something. I'll probably put in a line or two. Sometimes I'm on my lunch break. Depends on how you build out your time too, but everyone is different. For example, there was this time where I made a story about my grandfather and I saw his diagnosis and well, I'll show you. This is gonna get a little real right here. Right here, got a spot on the floor with this, some old baseball bats, and I have a book from Writer's Market. I literally sat here, door locked, lights off. I was in this spot. I cried my eyes out for 2 hours straight. I was devastated. I was hurt. I felt like I was just breaking. But sometimes I've actually learned from it. If you go like the lights are on at my desk and at my nightstand at the moment. But sometimes I actually do like to write in the dark. Like you gotta switch it up a little bit. There's some people that need everything a certain way. Like, I have to be at my desk or it has to be quiet or I have to be doing something on the side. Everyone's different. There's actually been some times where I've been in the bed like, here, just writing and writing and writing, and I've like passed out with my phone actually like in my lap here, and I woke up and I continued my day. You know what I mean? It's just everyone's different. Everyone is different. Let's see, Tony, what do you got for me, man? Let's see, Joshy's sending me cuteness, and two of my apprentices actually got that. Don't know off the top of my head, Joshy. Let me tell you something, Juan. Girl advice goes case by case and depending on how the girl is. If she's shy, if she's strong, if she's seductive, if she's sweet, there's different ways how to go on it. But if she's sassy and in her ways, it's gonna be harder than others. And there's times where I get it occasionally, where I get been bombarded with a bunch of questions, and one of them involved the F word. No, it's not the curse word. It's the word fat. As in, there's this time where she goes, it's like, have I been gaining weight? I mean, I feel a little bit slower. I mean, I haven't been working out as much. And I mean, not even giving me a time to answer. And I felt the inside of my chest burning like a raging inferno. And needless to say, that phone call was held up short because she got pissed. Not pissed, but a little annoyed. And I saw her the next day, and I'm just kind of like, look, chillax a little bit. Just chillax. What question? The F word, really? Please tell me no. I have no idea what people say. These things actually work simply because it's 72 degrees in here. That's Fahrenheit. But yeah. Oh man. You see, there's ways around it. And as you get older, you get something as in you get asked to leave or have the couch. Now, there's certain ways that, now, mind you, I've been dress shopping major times. Let's see. Me and my girlfriend have had, weddings, three proms. My senior, her junior, her senior. Um, yeah, I've had my fair share, and the one thing is, like, let's take this. I know that maroon, forest green, not dresses, but I know those colors work with her. For some people, colors like that just don't do them well. It could be their skin tone. It could be just the way it flows. But I mean, if a woman says this dress makes me look fat, or I feel frumpy, or something, you could just simply you just look, you look all around. You try not to stay in one place at the wrong time, otherwise, this prevents anyone being snapped at. Case by case, but that's just what I usually do. And try and make eye contact as much as possible. And you could just, if it's your girlfriend, just be like, you know what, honey, I'm just not sure if I'm not sure if your curves flow the way they should. I don't like the way it's shaped. There's not much you could do there. But sometimes the thing is, it seems like a yes or no answer question, but it's not just black and white. There's a lot of detail with it. Like if it looks a little, like if the side, if she says, I feel like this, extends my fat or so, I'm just going to be like, I don't like the look. Simple. You don't like the look. There's ways you could get out of this. There is two things that factor in this. Number one, it's the words that you say. And number two, it's your composure. Composure. Composure makes you not sweat. Composure is what makes you not heavy breathe. Your heart doesn't race. You say, you know what, I'm a veteran, damn it, I've been on this road before, and you're going to attack it. Well, assertively, not aggressively. I've actually got a lot of tips as far as the dating realm simply because, well, I fished out of that pond too many times. Otherwise, like Issei in the Rhea story, you might have the couch. Or just be on crap turns. And I'm plugged in and standing. Anything else as far as dating advice goes? I would love to hear it. Come on, phone. There we go. Yes. Class of Rel in plain sight. Well, Class of Rius, well, that was just kind of a spoof off of my twist. Yes, Bleach will be missed. But one thing I actually do like is, I think Dragon Ball should do this honestly as well. There's not many creators. There's a lot of demand, not a lot of material. And as far as if a good project ends, it just leaves more work for those people afterwards. As in, hey, these guys are going to want work after a while. There might be one or two of them that might say like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. I'm just going to, vacation, whatever, take a little bit of time off. But then it's gonna be like, okay, I need to start work again. It's like, hey, I got a project for you. Okay, bang, go back to work. It's nice because the artists need work too. Just like everyone needs food, services, and everything else. Hunter x Hunter, I have not. I know it's one of those series that continually been going on hiatus. Which, to me, I've said this a few times, but Attack on Titan Season 3, the fact that half of the season is, delayed and going into April? Hello? It took you, like, what, how many years for you to get Season 2? And I knew something was, I didn't want to jinx it. Because so many people love it. I'm not into Attack on Titan, but I know a lot of people are, and that's truly respectable. I respect it. Not into it, but I respect it. But what happens is, if you're going to rush something or just for it to be on hiatus again, come on. Not worth it. Bad for business. Dragon Ball Super, honestly, it just makes no sense for female Saiyans to be, decades later. You might as well do a reboot. But I'm just saying, you're going so far into it, and there's just so much stuff that's already been done. How much further do you go until it gets too repetitive? How further do you keep going before it becomes a mess? Now, Day of Life 3, I'm very concerned about because I'm wondering, because I know there's an arc where they lose their minds and they're trying to get their memories back. But the thing is, you got to have something exciting. Because Day Alive at the end of, I want to say like Season 2, because you give it a little bit of time. Season 2 is when it really got my attention. And Origami, I actually got to like as time went on. Now, before I thought she was just this girl. I'm like, okay, back off, come on. Technically, she got asked out first. And if you look at her character, she really is hysterical. Like, especially when she made Shido feed her in the hospital. That to me that was just priceless. That was golden. Uh, let's see what we got here. Hunter x Hunter, I have heard that it's good. As far as hiatus stuff goes, I mean, if you ever see Joshi in here, or Joshua, I call him Joshi for the longest time. He's just a kid in LA that I've been trying to mentor and such, and he's been along with me since the beginning of Misere. That's how long he's been around. And a lot of stuff has happened in that time. We were in a group that we're no longer part of because of this racist, and fascist, sexist owner of the group. And it kind of goes from there. Well, Matthias, you are in Canada. Me, right here, I actually bought one of these. 72. Which, there's actually one time in here when I was sick. Somehow it got to 78. But if I'm not sick at 78, I just crack the window. And then just hope to God that nothing flies in. North Carolina, I know it's freezing for you guys. Well, Juan, you're in Texas. 68 is freaking cold to you. One time I was visiting my girlfriend in Albany, New York, and it was negative 22, I believe. That's what said on my dash. And I was concerned that my car was not going to start. Because what happens is any battery, once that battery reaches a certain temperature, it goes kaput. So it cranked once and it cranked again and started, and I'm like, praise Lord. Oh, thank you, God. It started up right away, negative 22 degrees. And it wasn't even snowing. It was just tundra. Picture what you see in Antarctica. It's like, breezy wind, don't want to go outside. That's forbidding anyone's pipes freeze. Because think about it. You need to warm up 50 degrees Fahrenheit just for the pipes to start to unfreeze. That's suckish. Yeah, anyone that's been in negative 20, I don't envy you at all. But that's just how it goes. Let's see. Yeah. It feels like you're in freaking Wisconsin or some shit. Wisconsin, from what I've heard, is not fun if you like warm weather. Yeah, that's why I don't like being in New York too much. It was this nationwide freeze, and my buddy from Florida, oh boy. South Dakota, don't know much of it. But my guy John in Florida, who just got engaged, he actually... Jesus, that's cold. What happened was, even though he lives in Florida, he actually grew up the street behind me. And what happened was, he actually came up north, and it started snowing, and I'm like, hey, Florida boy, how do you like it? And he goes, I love this weather, you know that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay. And there was this freeze of the whole country, where like Florida was 40 degrees outside. And if you're here east where I am, the schools called and the town calls and says, we are expecting heavy snow, school cancellation or delay, anything else. John was getting a call along with all his people down in Florida saying, do not go outside unless it is urgent. This is a dangerous time. and he's laughing his ass off. And his fiance is from Massachusetts, so she gets this. She's not a masshole, though. She's not a masshole. And they're just laughing, saying, I could go to the grocery store. It's fine. Hey, imagine that. It's 40 degrees down in Florida, and you have this old couple, and you're like, hey man, your neighbor down the street, do you want me to do anything for you? Side hustle. It's like, hey, how about you tip me a couple of bucks? I'll go grocery shopping for you. Like, it's like, oh my God, I need the bread and milk. Yeah, make your French toast and times that by a couple people around the block, retirement community, whatever. And then they come through you like you're some nonprofit agency crying because they're overjoyed at the fact that you're bringing them groceries and whether that they could walk in, but they choose not to. These people are for real, man. These guys are something else. From New Girl? Well, to be honest with you, I was shaved the beard this morning, but I had to do something else, and I am doing an art fair for another family member, and just kind of go from there. Oh boy, I gotta look this up now. I really do. Ooh, cord, move that way. Let's see. I look like Jake Johnson? Well, the facial hair his comes out smoother. It comes out smoother. Wow. I actually wondered who this guy was because there's actually a Jake Johnson that's also a skateboarder around here. Hmm. Thank you much. He's freaking handsome. To be honest with you, Matthias, to be honest with you, Matthias, as far as No Shave November goes, my girlfriend, if she sees this, she might actually flip. Like, there's this No Shave November I tried a couple years ago, and I literally took a picture like every week, and she's like, "Stop! I'm coming home for Thanksgiving. Stop!" And I came in Black Friday because I had to work, and my boss goes, he goes, "Hey, what the hell happened? Is it No Beard November?" And I'm like, "I cut for the lady," and he goes, "Bullshit! You tapped out." uh, but yeah, man, I actually am a skateboarder. I do have some. I do actually have a couple of collector items here. Let's see if I actually could pull this one out. You guys are gonna love this one. I actually got two of these from Jeremy Klein Industries. And one second, I'm gonna have to put this down just so I can pull this out of the box. It's awfully hard. Come on. I try and keep this in the plastic and everything. And let me tell you something. If you guys don't know Jeremy Klein, he is a huge anime fan. And by collectors, I mean, oh yeah. Lewd, not, can't talk. Lewd, not lewd. Lewd, not nude. Oh yeah. This is Miku. And to be honest with you, I actually got two of them. One I actually promised to hold on to for a friend of mine who's going to use this as a display piece. This is a collector. He actually only I think he only released about think like 100 or so of these. Well, let's see what else I got. Nothing related to this, but like I said, I do got an extra one of these Miku boards that I'll eventually, for how much? I don't know. Definitely not less than $100 because of the collector value. But jeez, who messed up the order here? For any skateboarders out there, I do got oh, obviously I forget this one right here. Do I need to move both? Apparently I do. One at a time, apparently. Jesus Christ. Longest one is a gaming one, yes. But to show you this one, this is an autograph of Chris Cole. This is his Skater of the Year board. Chris Cole had Rain Skate Shop in Philly back then. And right around the time he got hooked up by DC Shoes, people started finding out, they're like, oh man, the guy's a sellout, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Started doing some more commercial stuff, and that was really about it. But I actually do have another one. I actually got to put my headset down for this just so I can get the box out. Gonna go through these one at a time for all y'all. The box fell. Well, let me tell you something, Neptune. If you have no idea, if Jeremy Klein, I understand, but if you have no idea who Chris Cole is, look him up because he is one of the best guys in skating. But I'm going to show you a couple of the graphics I got. This is a Be Easy to start off with. Now, these are a bunch of guys that, these are two guys. Zach Socker, who is no longer with us. Rest in peace, my good friend. And Justin Godhart. This ended up happening with guys that had a couple bucks in their pocket, and they wanted to do Be Easy shirts. Now, 40 bucks in their pocket, do we buy a cheap bottle of vodka, or do we, invest in some boards and some shirts and all that? So what ended up happening is they ended up getting to the part where they traveled the country and they make a good amount of boards. This is a classic one from Element. Kind of like a knockoff of the Muska graphic, although Tay-Tay is pretty awesome. This was a collector one for Major League Baseball. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. This is combined with Skate Shop. I know the guys there. If you guys know anything about skateboarding, there's this guy, Anthony Shetler. I've talked to him a couple times online, met him in person at a contest, the first one he put together. He's got a company called Need, and I kept this one as just one for myself. I love the line, and really good wood, because when you get to a point where you're skating for a couple years, you only skate certain boards simply because you don't want them to break. This right here, Brian Wennon release. Let's see. I got this one off eBay. This is Life Extension combined with Element. And now, there's this local company called Watermelonism. We were doing a contest. He signed it for me. Got aboard at the skate shop. Same one as Second Nature. And the last one I got here, probably my favorite one. This is a fortune board signed by Manny Santiago. There's a contest every year that they do in the Bronx. And because of weather, the guys at Second Nature got hit up and said, dude, can we do it indoors? So yeah, they let it happen. I met with Manny for a bit, went to the shop, and I said, hey dude, if I buy a board from the shop right now, can you sign this thing? And he said, absolutely, man. I talked with him a little bit during the contest, and Manny Santiago is the man. Manny, kudos, dude. Yeah. And just remember, you might want to look out simply because this one, Manny is the man. This will be for sale one day, just remember, guys. And those are fingers. So, yeah. They were actually, these Miku boards were actually silk screened by hand. He does a lot of hand screen stuff, Jeremy Klein. He's done a lot of stuff, anime and gaming wise. Literally, he's just awesome. Now to start fitting some of these in here. Might have to thin the collection a bit, but oh well. It's okay to collect as you don't go broke. Tap forehead. Yeah, putting this box away. So guys, I already got already going through some other stuff tonight. You guys got anything else? I mean, heck, it's damn, it's only 7:30. Feels a lot later than that. Anyone got any conversation? Moving the box here. Anything. Hey, random guy. Take it easy, man. If you want to talk or whatever sometime, go for it. Hey, Ark. How's it going, man? Ark, go for it. What you got, Juan? You gonna send it through Messenger, or how you gonna do it? Honestly, Jacket, I might do like them here on YouTube and such. But I have. It's just when you have one person who's doing stuff like this, you call it a vlog. When you have a group of guys doing it, it's a podcast. It's really just hard doing it to getting everybody for, every X amount of time. It doesn't matter if it's week to week or whatnot. I actually have had a couple people, not really a podcast, but I've had some people's input, just kind of like anime, gaming, and everything else. Just talk about like the Nerd Nation. It could be cosplay, gaming, anime. Try not to get into the touchy or controversial subjects. Throw stones if we need to. You honestly think I care if I throw stones occasionally? Well, trying to throw boulders rather, but still. Well, Ark, I got news for you. I was actually talking to someone who is a big fan of the superhero films. And let's take Superman, for example. It's a good example. They're like, he's the hero. How's he supposed to lose? And I'm like, but he's supposed to learn with time. If you have a movie, like, let's take the movie Never Back Down. This guy gets kicked out of school, goes into another. This big guy, he's the man in high school. He wants to punch his lights out. And he goes, fight me. And he goes, you're not going to win with that old school boxing style. Sorry. He gives him a roundhouse kick and eventually ends up kicking him down into the ground and he loses. How do you have character development if he wins that fight? You don't. The problem I have with overpowered characters, now I'm not sure if Shiki from Eden Zero, the manga I'm reading, who's the guy who does Fairy Tail, I'm not sure if he's overpowered or not, because I'm pretty sure there's people that are more powerful than him. But how are you going to develop an overpowered character? That's what I want to know. Is he just going to develop? Is he going to become from like this, machine type of, character, like mentally, and then be more loving, be more interactive? Or is it going to be like One Punch Man where it's like, hey, guess what? I worked my ass off and I can kick anyone's ass. Just an overpowered character, I think, could have a lot of flaws. I mean, it works for some people. But think about it. Let's say I take Kurumu's character. Now, mind you, Kurumu, I'm going to be completely blunt and forward about it. It is flawed. A lot of flaws in it. There's a lot of flaws in Kurumu, but her boyfriend has dark magic. Now, mind you, his father's a complete and utter scumbag. One of the worst villains I've made to date. And then, the darkness is so powerful, when he's done using his ability, it kind of eats away at his body. And he could take down S-ranked creatures. That could be in the realm of overpowered. But because his power has limits, that's what keeps him in check. As in, if you're a monster, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, if you're able to stall him out, and if you're going to make him swing and miss, he's going to, let's say he has some darkness in his hand, he tries to punch you and he misses and hits something, it's going to take a toll on his body. You could stall him out and you could win. That's how it levels out. I do like a good battle scene, though. Very hard to do. Hard to write out. Go for it, one. I could get it from here. Should be able to. Let's see what else we got. Got a couple Wattpad notes. Whatever. But yeah, I don't get too many overpowered characters I like. There are some that are just, there's some of them that are cool, but their power level just makes them flawed. The devil's going out there. Oh well. Anything else, Ark Matthias? Favorite battle scene, one sent it to me. Made sure the only jack I have was one I cleaned from the top of my room. Come on, come on, come on. Had to go to school wearing. You keep the questions coming, guys. I'll try and answer them as fast as I can. A bunch of anime girls blushing. Is that one making a... Oh my god. The lewd faces and everything. Oh my god. Juan. Juan. That's some type of stuff you do when you lose a bet. Wear that for 8 hours and such. Oh my god. That sweatshirt that you have on says, Senpai on the street and Kawaii in the sheet. Oh my god. Next podcast, I really don't know. Scheduling everything just makes everything vary. Favorite fight scenes. Actually, the one that I have not finished yet, it's going to be finished because I gotta finish the story this month, is, let's see, if I had to give a few, let's see, one of them's gonna be the final battle versus Lightning. That's probably gonna be the top one in Koniko versus Lightning. Kermu's boyfriend with Ginye on the roof. Rainer versus Ryoichi and Mizure. Definitely a few in Angel on Edge. I can't say which one entirely. It could have been the last one. It could have been that time where he was going to punch him in the face until he was unconscious and then slice his head off, but Rios and Akino knocked him out. He went and got you the t-shirt version of this. Juan, boy. Juan. Juan. Be careful betting, man. Let me tell you something. I lost all my college football bets this weekend, and I lost, let's see, $1 a game, so $6. Favorite video game? Let me get up for that. Let's see. Right here's actually my top shelf. You got a couple skate videos in there. Static, Propeller, Minefield, Strange World. Sly Cooper's a favorite. Excuse me. SSX was a good sports series. But let's see. Gonna go Ratchet and Clank. And where the hell are the others? They're probably behind this. By the way, this is in a Crunchyroll box that I got these two. Great. Oh, you see them right there. Jak and Daxter. Jak 3 is my favorite out of the Jak and Daxter series. And let's see. That's my blue. It's my navy. I've never just been playing baseball in LA Noire. LA Noire is actually a nice one simply because, I'm a writer and I really love dialogue. Let's see, 7 Days to Die, I occasionally play with Tina. Now, this was probably the last Call of Duty game I bought simply because of, I love the World War II era. Crash Bandicoot. Overwatch I don't really play anymore. And then, let's see. Dead or Alive, Persona. I gotta finish Tales of Berseria. That's a must. Jump Force, haven't really know much into it. Red Dead 2, I'm actually glad that they're doing. I know it takes about like 100 gigs of space so far, but let's see. Oh, if you have staticky audio, it might just because of I got my charger plugged in and everything else. I apologize for that. Again, of all the things that you guys bet about, I'd rather bet a couple of bucks. Sheesh. Oh boy. Yeah, Juan, you got screwed. But really, I do like Rockstar as far as gaming goes. It's really nice. Red Dead, I didn't really play it. I've watched my friend play it, and it was a really good time. I really enjoyed watching him just, go to pubs. Or actually, not even that, pubs. Saloons, taverns, shoot people, ride horses, all that. I've actually wondered how the relationship goes for you, Matthias. No, I have not. I haven't seen it, Jacket. Matthias, I've really wondered how things go with your girlfriend as far as like, Opie and all this other stuff goes. Hide the hentai, my friend. Hide the hentai. What you got for me now, Juan? Oh my goodness, that angle's even worse. That angle is even worse. Dude, I'm not even sure if I could show that on YouTube. Well, actually, technically, I just showed a lewd Niku Hatsune board. I was hand silk screen, but yeah. I think I've actually haven't ripped any shoelaces. I gotta get back skating more. Gunslinger does sound good. Wow, I'm watching Shiki get his butt kicked by. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is Eden Zero. This is the new manga that Hero's doing. He's the one that made Fairy Tail. This person looks like Urza, but apparently she's got octopus arms. But Shiki is the man. He really is. He's actually got this power of gravity. He actually came off an island where only robots came, and the girl Rebecca actually got her off the planet. Let's see what we got. If I say any lewd Japanese words, I run the risk of getting slapped in the arm or no cuddles when I'm with her. Well, that is Texas. It seems one. Wow. How you get away with that, I don't know. I really don't know. He sent me a picture of, it's a hoodie and a sweatshirt. They're both the same thing. It's these girls that all have the O-face. And I cannot believe he was actually able to somehow go to school with that. You might as well go with, Might as well bring a freaking, the anime girl, the Ichi body pillow. Have it be Stella Vermilion or somebody. Oh, it definitely will be a violation for you, Matthias. Okay, what is it with Texas uncles, Juan? The twisted ones. How we doing? Honestly, I've just been relaxing all day for the most part. Ready to strike Monday with a bang. And outside of me ranting for the first couple of minutes, been pretty good. Been pretty good. Well, Juan, you know what that means if he's from Florida? He's a hustler. And I know that simply because, well, I hustle stuff on the side too. For instance, I actually went on the. I went to. That's the wrong one. I actually went to a church and they were having a sale. And there's a guy that works at a very big jewelry store around me. And sure enough, guess what I picked up? A Michael Kors watch. I'm gonna look at Fallout 76 just to see how it works, the gameplay, and just kind of go from there. There's definitely a lot of hype for it, but the battle royale genre, the trend is it's kind of not set with me. Let's see this. Oh boy. Well, here you go, guys. This is what the hell Juan got himself into. Apparently he lost a bet and he's wearing this. Oh yeah. Police surprise lolly attack. Yeah. I don't think you could pay me to wear that. And I think the only way you do it is if I get a jacket and, just unzipper it where it shows maybe like one or two faces in the middle. Dude, where the hell did you find that? Where the hell did you get that? Jesus, dude. Oh my God, Matthias. I can just imagine like this. Hello, my name is Juan, and I wear lewd shirts. Lattice. Man, he's a crazy one. Oh, speaking of which, also at that church, you're not going to believe what I also found. Phoenix Resurrection Volume 5. I actually looked on eBay. That thing actually goes for about $90 for a used copy. I got that for less than $1. I'm gonna read through that and probably Hey Jacket, thanks for joining in, man. Peace. Twisted. The fact that a guy with the account the Twisted Ones is debating about your Uncle Juan, that makes me wonder. Dude, burn that thing. Burn that thing. Like, I get it if it was like, a girl with, toast with jam in her mouth running down the street or something. But that is too much. Way too much. That should. That's. I literally don't have any words for that. For real, I don't. I don't. I don't. Sorry, Twisted One. Sorry. Just in case, anything else. But the real reason I actually did this rant is because of I do respect women, and this guy was doing some. This guy that I made the rant about, which I originally did this video about, he was posting these racist things, degrading women and everything else, and it just was bad. Wow. Phone actually says too hot to charge. Let's see what battery life we have. It says 9%. Oh well. Okay, let's see what Crazy Uncle did within the last 2 days. I'm waiting for this one. To be honest with you, I probably should think more about it. I mean, I'm not big into it, but who knows? But you know what? I'll think about that. I've already had about 3 or 5 people ask me, and that's good enough for me. But usually, I know that a lot of people are more responsive on Wattpad, considering if you go from about 2,500 to about 10 or 11 on here. One, I'm waiting on 7% battery. Whoa! Covered the walls and the roof with off-brand animes and body pillows? Oh, man. I have no idea what you're bedding with, man, but you clearly are not a bedding man. Matthias, just for curiosity, who the hell are you with? Who the hell are you with in a restaurant, dude? And no, I don't plan on going to Vegas. Just, it doesn't appear to me. I could easily go to Mohegan over here in Connecticut and go from there. Oh yeah, Juan, don't you ever go to a casino. Which, by the way, it's actually good for him because it's illegal to gamble in the state of Texas. Oh, man. Tell you what, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I feel like this needs to keep going. I am going to, and someone not other than me, I'm going to stop this right now and move my laptop. Now, just to let everybody know, the quality's not there, per se, but I want to keep this going. I will see you guys in 5. Stay close, all right? Later, people.